Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Sword of the Stars with me, your host Tim. Where we left off, I was confidently smiling at our position on the galactic map. Our Tarka Empire is basically unstoppable. Me and Cecrops the Terrible are throwing our lot in together, and we're annihilating everyone in our path. It's mostly Cecrops doing the heavy lifting against the Hivers, while I clean up the backyard of Fen Law. And soon, Solomon Blasky will be joining him at this rate, as I get my my fourth assault fleet stood up and running. Oh, awesome picture! I approve of this. Yay, Tarkas. So before we get any further when we get to the game, I have a few statements to correct based on the information Rod of Dog has given me about our antimatter warp.
System update. A few ships approaching Varkona.
The mystery has been solved, Valkona.
Our antimatter warp research. So let's do that really quick here, rather than just in the comments section, so at least I make it known how it was wrong and what this will gain us. So warp drive. In the past, I've mentioned how I'm hesitant to research this because I don't like the idea of having a weaker section in the back, and I'm fine with the speed of my ships. Well, Rod has pointed out that actually this section is stronger than the shaped hyperfields, although it is obviously more expensive. It's more vulnerable to fire because it's larger than the shaped hyperfields are. In addition to that, you'll note that our ships have a speed of 9 for our destroyers and our cruisers. I actually thought cruisers had a speed of 8 until I just looked at it right now. But, right, they have speeds of 9. But our dreadnoughts, even with shaped antimatter, have a speed of 7. So any dreadnoughts in our fleet are slowing us down. The antimatter warp sections, or warp drive, they actually give everything that you equip them to. Or rather, I should phrase this carefully. Any ship that uses them has a speed of 12 on the galactic map, almost doubling the speed. That is amazing. That is really good. So it's more expensive, obviously, but it does give your fleet a nice, significant, actually, distance, speed that they'll be able to go, hitting planets very quickly. Quickly? Yep. That's all right. Let's move on to other things. So, at the time of this recording, this is the evening of, what day is today? May 26th. Happy Memorial Day weekend, by the way, everyone, if you're over here in America. I've only got the votes from Rod of Dog as to what to research next, and it so happens I am in full agreement with at least the drones. Actually, I'm in full agreement with everything. So we're going to be picking combat drones to start, and we'll be going down some of the drone technology. Once we get a little further in here, I will research impactors next, which, where are you? You are here. Accelerator amplification, which will give us the impactor section. It also will give me a nice bonus to any of our ballistic drives. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to break away and come down here to get X-ray lasers, and then we will research energy absorbers, which are... they are near the antimatter. They are over here. I want to say this one to last because we're not in any real danger at the moment, from what I can tell, from what the enemy is fielding. So I don't have no rush to get energy absorbers. We can go ahead and play around with a few more techs instead. Now, what's next? You'll note that I have $2,352,000 over here. This is because when I've done a bunch of stuff off screen and double checked everything, basically, but I haven't obviously advanced the turn. The game hasn't been saving me building the next, what am I looking for? Starbase down at Wester. It just refuses to save it, even to do other things on screen. So we have to do another construction. And I am wondering if I should or shouldn't... yeah, we probably should build it. I could use the money this turn to continue to build my next assault fleet and maybe begin building the star base next turn instead. I'm working on a beaker here, so I'm quickly going to double check this to make sure this is what I want to do. Over here, I am building another Komodo dragon. Down here, I'm building... okay, I am actually building more dreadnoughts to add them to Hydra, so I will go ahead and build this station anyway. I've also changed Scarecrow Station a little bit. I decided to put only one shield breaker on it, not two, because I'm not guaranteed that I'll be fighting shielded ships, even though the Morigi seem to really enjoy fielding them. Or at least Mr. the Cunning seems to maybe be moving toward it. Also, something I didn't realize, which I want to point out really quick, at least according to the research. The meson beams, and thank you guys for pointing out I'm saying it correctly, whichever way I say it. The meson beams read like they go through shields. Directed beam of subatomic particles that penetrate solid matter and shielding to detonate on command, causing massive internal damage. So this goes right through shields. So this will be really useful against enemy shield ships, assuming it does work that way. I will have to watch very closely the next battles I do against shielded vessels, which I'm fielding meson beams to see if it works. Right. So this is my Scarecrow station. So I think we will construct it after all. So let's click on you and build Scarecrow station. We have a tiny bit of cash left. That's not enough to really do anything. Let's quickly check on that small fleet that's coming our way. There are 5 ships coming to Tully, and they are Mr. the Cunning. They might have more than that, actually. That might be a stealth fleet. We will see what we can do to fight them. Okay, so let's end our turn, and we'll see what battles we're doing. So this is over. I can just auto-resolve that battle. Even though we only have 2 cruisers, this is an MK4 fleet, I would guess. We should be more than a match for a single cruiser of theirs. And I think this is our colony fleet arriving. And hello, children. That's right, I'm surprise attacking you here. I'm just going to automatically just do this battle. Oh, I've been here. I see the resources are non-existent. I've pillaged this planet of everything. I don't need to do any battles. I don't think there's any reason really to watch any of Cecrops' battles. He's all stealth. The enemies simply won't hurt him. And the enemy doesn't look like it's been researching any tech to detect them. It's like as if the Hivers have just given up. I'll tell you what we can do, though. We'll go to Higara. An awesome name for a planet, by the way. It's a nod to Homeworld, I believe. We'll go here once the next turn begins, and I'll see if Cecrops still has 29 ships. And if he does, it's obvious that they're still not building any defenses, which is really... I don't understand the AI. I really don't. They're really generally good at building a counter to what it is that they're facing. But the Hivers just have refused to do so, and I think it is too late now for them to recover.
System update.
A break in hostilities is convenient, is it not? No, I'm so sorry. We've thrown our lot in with Cecrops. We could not attack you for a little bit, the children. And in return, focus instead on other people. This might give Cecrops a little bit of a... It would give me... Alright, how to describe this. By delaying the wiping out of the Hivers, it would let me maybe focus on Mr. the Cunning as a potential enemy for a little while and clear out some of the planets he has. Let's look. So our relationship with Cecrops the Terrible remains intact. We are not losing any rep with him due to our constant attacking of all the enemies. Because everyone, I guess, is against him, with the exception of Mr. the Cunning. Being in alliance with Fenlaw isn't going to help Mr. the... which is probably actually why Cecrops the Terrible's opinion of us isn't constantly going down. We also haven't really been attacking Mr. the Cunning for a bit, but I see him coming in here. But he might not be aware we're actually here because we have a jammer ship, which is why he's just flooding in there. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going off topic. I'm going to do this... Wow, 6 million credits. I'm going to do this turn off screen, and I will be back, everyone. Hey, everyone. Okay, it's the end of that round, and there's 2 battles here to kind of do. We have the battle at Karugar versus Fenlaw. There's no way they're going to win, like, at all. The only reason I would do this battle on screen is because maybe we'll lose a Dreadnought or some cruisers due to the size 5 ship with some satellites and some defense, so we'll do it anyway, rather than just auto-resolving it. We're defending Tully against Mr. the Cunning's colony fleet, which showed up. And I'm pushing into Prion here, to take this from Mr. the Cunning, and see if we lose any rep with Seacrops to Terrible. This is not going to go over well with Mr. the Cunning, of course, but he's attacked me several times, and I'm going to retaliate by taking a large, wealthy planet from him. So we'll do this battle too. Alright, so let's do these two. And if this looks like this is going to be over, I'll just accelerate it times 8. Like, if it's obvious we're not going to lose anything. Though I think we might lose a ship or two here. Oh, wow. That was right next to some asteroids. Alright, so let's have...
All ships close to minimum range.
Fleet just move, go.
Yes, Kandai. Full power to thrust.
So I picked up a few things since we last played, or rather I'm aware of how things work a tiny bit better perhaps now. I keep hitting the wrong buttons up here when I mean to hit them for individual ships. I keep going up here to hit those instead, which is a bad on me. And finally, even though I have this selected, my ships will only move out when I select them. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If I press this and there's enemies on screen, my ships won't do anything. They'll just sit there. But you can still give them move orders, and they'll follow those move orders until they see something. At which point, then they will react and try to get that thing.
We stay at bombardment range, Daiko.
My Argent Tengus are not supposed to go forward. Oh, you two are Nightingales. Okay, you two are supposed to go forward.
Firing on all batteries.
You guys go into that one. And you, Megalomania, go back to the planet. This be her.
We return to normal.
Let's move you up here. Actually, on this side, preferably.
Coming about. Incoming.
And my Posta-Suchus can move in this direction.
Normal stance, Daiko. Target locked.
Enemy ships down on this side? No, I don't know where their cruisers or what have you are at the moment.
They are firing corrosive weapons, partner. Incoming.
Go under that. That's very dangerous. You don't want those to hit you.
Command ship under attack.
Hold all guns at the moment until I can pass you by. There go some of my destroyers. Okay, you two. Why don't you two just go around the planet?
Keep those hostile fire, Kandai.
Okay, and this should be a piece of cake. They will slowly just... Oh, actually didn't want you to move out. They'll slowly wipe out all the planet defenses. That must be more Argent Tengus coming in. Okay, the planet's done.
Under attack.
I really should just auto-resolve this now. I'm sorry, I can't actually auto-resolve. Why would you turn your back to the thing that has the guns that can hurt you? That was a fast turnaround.
Locked.
Don't forget to stand inside the
Enemy attacks.
the corrosiveness. That's good.
Target data received.
You love it. Go ahead, sorry. We might as well get you done on the side.
The ship moving.
You can speed up to ×2, I think.
Target locked.
We're gonna take lots of damage from their corrosive weapons, I think, this time around.
Yes, Kandai. Bringing guns to bear.
And it's over. Though we spent a lot of time inside the corrosive stuff.
Target data received. Firing on all batteries.
We might have to stay here another round in order to deal with the leftover satellites. satellites have defensive techs. Nice, good. Glad to have blown them all up. Now this battle should be a little more interesting. We haven't fought Mr. the Cunning on one of his planets in many, many turns. Something like, I want to say 80, or maybe even 100 turns we haven't attacked him, trying to get on his good side, but he hates us. Absolutely hates me. So you know what? I'm done playing nice. Wow, this is an old fleet. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at this. We have neutron beams on these vessels. Wow. Ancient.
All ships close to minimum range.
Well, let's do it. We're here now. We might as well keep... You know, we might as well use what we got. We can begin replacing some of these ships later as well, I suppose. Mr. the Cunning, you should have not bothered attacking us like those 23 turns ago or so. We don't see anything yet, but he does use cloaked vessels. I don't know how up-to-date the fleet here would be. Nice. Good job hitting that asteroid. We're attacking the planet, apparently, so that's fine with me.
Yes, Khanai, bringing guns to bear.
Go ahead. They're going to start shooting at us. We just came out of the asteroid field, which is why they now know where we are.
Cloaked vessels detected.
As we expected. Oh God! Hold on. You are going to die at this rate. Okay, I see them on the way.
Firing on all batteries.
All right, let's move up and begin taking out some of their other ships that we... They're just outside of targeting range, I suppose.
Target locked. Target locked. Under attack.
See if we can't block those torpedoes for us. Nice, and the lasers as well. Of course, it's also blocking us, our shots, but that's just the way it's going to be. Oh God, Tim, actually, you should be firing on all their ships. Actually, I guess this guy, no, we should have him as well. He's actually using a positron beacon. You two attack over here. Oh God! Taking hits from lots of drones. Actually, there aren't very many drones. That's a lot of torpedoes. Oh good, they're gonna collide into our shield. Don't kill their civilians. Just wipe out the defenders. We can actually have Morigi on our planets. Oh, that must be their freighters, I suppose. Nice. We'll get some Morogi cash then. Sorry, Morigi cash. I keep saying the name wrong for some reason. I'm adding an ore where there shouldn't be in there.
Firing on all batteries.
Oh, that's their police vessel, I think, right there.
All ships close to minimum range.
Target locked.
Hostile fire convoy.
Nice. This was a fun little battle to watch. That's right. I'm not talking very much because I'm just enjoying the fight. We won, so I knew that going into the battle. All of our enemies are just so... We're picking on the weakest, which is what we should be doing. And we're slaughtering everything. Although we are losing a few ships.
Firing on all batteries. Target locked.
Gee, these look like... No, combat vessels? I guess not. Is that it?
We must pull back for resupply, Tycho.
System update.
There is an enemy fleet on our scopes. We have made a breakthrough, Varkona.
We've taken nearly all this world can give, Varkona.
Okay, first... Our reputation with Seacrops has gone down, so we shouldn't be attacking Mr. the Cunning, is what that tells me. Okay. That's going to be tough, because Mr. the Cunning is... I'm sorry... Mr. the Cunning's going to keep attacking me, and I'm pretty sure Seacrops will eventually decide to side with him against us at the very end of it all. So I kind of need to keep attacking him. Okay, well anyway, let's look at the results of those two battles, and then we'll... Oh, and then our research is completed, so we'll see how else we can go down the drone tech tree. So we won the battle at Karugar. We lost 3 ships. They lost 24. Our fleet has only some minor damage left. Let's repair this.
Repair operations begin.
And how, by the way, what was all the damage that we... Yeah, we kind of just stood in the center of a few of his corrosive missiles there at the very end. Good to see all the damage we're doing, though. Stormers did almost no damage. Little stormers, medium stormers. Bounced off a lot of things. We weren't really getting too close to the enemy. Good job on our heavy plasma cannons, antimatter cannons. That must be their damage. That must be my damage. Okay, nice. Good to see where it's still taking their worlds. They're sending in another incoming fleet. How many things are here? 2 ships. I'm not that worried about 2 ships. And then we won the battle at Tully. I think this one I autoed. So we can repair. We didn't take any damage, actually. We just fended them off. We won the battle at Prian. We lost 2 ships. And some of our cruisers are heavily damaged. We killed, oh wow, 443 million civilians died. And what did we take a lot of damage in? Oh, not very much. I'm trying to see what it is that they were dealing damage to me with. And I can't really tell. I guess this is them. They're heavy combat lasers. They might have had some lancers, and this is definitely them. That's from point defense missiles. Well, let's just repair that damage.
I hope your enemies fared worse, Varkona.
Our fleet's still set up, and that eliminates one of Mr. the Cunning's planets, because he's starting to spread quite a bit. And we didn't pick up any tech from those. Okay, everyone, so I'll be back. I'm going to do... Oh, no. Let's research some more drone technology. So what have we got down here? COL? Complex Ordnance Launcher. I I don't understand what this does at all. I'm gonna have to look at this online really quick, everyone. Give me a few seconds. Okay. I don't get it. If I can't tell what this does, even from reading the internet. I'd have to research it and try it out to understand what this does. It looks like there's some other text, however, that this gets unlocked. So I'm just gonna go for more different things instead. stick with things that I see a definite benefit from. So we have drone squadrons. That allows a single vessel command to maintain a large number of combat drones. This sounds like what I want. And drone satellites, which I'm probably gonna skip this because I'm pretty happy with my existing satellites. So
Our laboratory is fully equipped and operational.
we'll grab this. Okay, everyone, and now I'll be... Oh, actually, should I design? Do I have drones now as a section? We do! Oh, nice, we have our little riders. Look at these little guys. Sweet! Swarm drone. That's all we got. We definitely want to give them defense. So I'm not going to build any of these. I want to wait and see if we can get some bigger, better drones. Rather than trying to use these little guys. I definitely would at least want X-ray lasers on them. Though I guess the piercing cannons would be neat. But I have no desire to build any of those. We're just gonna keep going down the drone tree. I'm not in a pressing need for a drone ship quite at the moment. So I'll be back, everyone, when I've done this round and more interesting things are happening. Hey again, everyone. It's been like, I think, 2 turns. My drone swarm thing up there went over budget, as usual. I'm just recording in this bit to show you the end of 2 more human planets. We're going to slaughter these guys. There's no reason for me to do this battle on screen. There is then Galandrio here, which we're going to do. The planet probably isn't a large planet. It has, well, actually no, it's got to be at least size 4, because they have some cruiser medium defense platforms here, and they have some cruiser defense. So they were using projectors in the past, so we might lose a dreadnought or 2 here. So we'll do this battle on screen rather than having auto-resolve, and the rest of this is Seacrops just hitting the enemy with his cloaked vessels. Feel kind of bad about this, but the humans and I have never gotten along. So we're here to destroy them. Okay, so we're just gonna move up.
Taking position, Kandai.
All ships close to minimum range.
And you are immediately changing what you want to go after. I'm surprised they haven't started firing yet. Oh, we have an anti-drone ship here? It must be one of the only cruisers we have? Oh no, I put it out here because it does have some means to deal with missiles, I suppose. Alright, all of you. Once the satellites show up, I don't want you firing at these ones.
Yes, Kandai. Bringing guns to bear. We return to normal status.
We'll have you move over here,
Yes,
Mr.
Kandai.
Basilisk.
Coming about.
This beaker and our coastal subjects will deal... Oh, with the incoming enemy ships, that is. Oh, lost the center section. We're going to lose that Jesus Christ lizard. And they don't have a sea ship here, because I only see 2 cruisers of theirs. It's going to stink for them. Resilient, though, all things told. It took us a bit to get rid of their 2 ships here. good. That's 2 of them down. But they had 11 cruisers, I think. Oh, there's more on that side. Once he turns around, I think that's a blazer ship, isn't it? So we should probably deal with it.
Yes, Conrad, bringing guns to bear.
The Post of Suchus will turn around and deal with the planet itself. And they're not using anything that requires a wild weasel or a anti-stealth, what is that? A deep scan ship. So our Post of Suchus is going to sit here and slaughter the planet while we mop up their cruisers. Remember when the humans were actually assaulting us with huge fleets of like 30 things? Seems like a forever ago now, doesn't it?
Target data received.
Come on, you can keep destroying them. The planet's dead.
Yes, Kandai. Full power to thrust.
And I guess you can just go around and just slaughter all the platforms. I don't think you'll have any trouble doing this. Poor humans. There's nothing they can do.
Taking position, Kandai.
Is that it? Wow. That's it. Alright, let's just
Guns to bear.
go around the planet. Now, actually, we can just accelerate this times 4.
Power to engines now. Firing on all batteries.
Wonder how big the planet is. It looks like a big planet. I think it is a planet as well. I'm sorry, I'm not adding anything meaningful to the conversation whatsoever at the moment. It's just, it's over. The game really feels like it's done.
System update.
There is an enemy fleet on our scopes.
Our scientists have finally broken out of their shell.
We are filled with ore to capacity, Valkona.
So why don't I take a look at those fights we just did? Okay, so we leveled Caprica, and this was the battle I think that yeah, this was the big battle we just did. Was it? No, it was not. We did a different one. But this one we took only entirely a little bit, just a tiny bit of
Repair
damage.
operations begin.
We should probably still colonize it, if I'm being honest. So, Trantor doesn't have the infrastructure. Tully doesn't. We just settled Farood. Ilmtar almost has some structure, but not enough civilians. So, Wondergore will have to be the one to do this. Oh, crap. I'm supposed to be doing the stuff you guys care about. So, hold on. Let's quickly... As long as I'm here... Wait. What's going on here? Why? Oh, because this is Wondergore, Tim, not Wondergore 2. Wondergore is still building its infrastructure. Oh, my God. Do I not have a planet close by? Orcus. Orcus, you can do this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe a newt.
Shipyards at your disposal, Valkona.
And this is Capricia. Send this to Capricia. Or close enough to it. Research ships the Pro's Nemo Star to study some of the debris. Alright, perfect. And we have our drone squadrons. So we will totally do Nemo Star. And what do we unlock here? So we have a new drone section. So I guess we can do advanced drone frames or drone wing management. This technology allows for creation of more robust drone frames, power systems, and control surfaces, which result in the ability to support larger weapon loadouts and more robust attack systems. This gives an Empire the ability to build heavy drones, advanced assault shuttles, and the cruiser assault shuttle section.
Our laboratory is fully equipped and operational.
And we'll try to get that done in 2 turns. What else is next? We engage the enemy ships at Galandro. And this was the one we took a decent amount of damage in. We'll just repair everything.
I hope your enemies fared worse, Varkona.
They have 6 ships, so we'll stay here. We have a colony fleet already on the way, because I was fully expecting to take it. Then we'll begin wiping out the last of the humans. I think they... How many planets do I see them having? 7. 7 planets only. Oh, why did we lose rep with Sea Crops are terrible, I wonder? I don't think we fought any Mr. the Cunning's vessels. Unless he's on better terms with the humans. What's your relationship with the humans? No, they're enemy players. Okay, was this reputation going down again with them? Anything else? 7 ships coming at Maltis, which does have a defense fleet there. So hopefully that's just another colony fleet and we'll wipe them out as well. Alright everyone, so I'll be back when more interesting things are happening. Yup. Hey everyone. Solomon Blasky has been eliminated. I suspect it was Sea Crops who finally did the final blow and or he surrendered. And that is it. That's right. I think the AI will surrender if it knows it's just completely outmatched. So, he is gone. We don't have to worry about the humans any longer. The first of the opponents is defeated. Awesome. That means that all his planets are now up for grabs, I suppose. It's been a turn or two since I last recorded. There were some interesting battles which occurred, but it was still kind of simple. So in the end, I decided not to record them. Our research is going well, I think. We're now on drone wing management, which I think will unlock the dreadnought section for us to research after that. Afterwards, that is. And I guess we'll do the rest of this turn on screen, and then we'll call the session here. I've been recording for, it turns out, about 35 minutes or so. So, we now have a new command station at Wester, which is good. Awesome. So, can we actually... I can't actually access it, though, from here. Alright, so our construction vehicle, I think we'll send this over toward where the Purple Murigi is currently located. So let's move him... Oh, we're going to need to slowly hop him over there.
Cartographer, chart the path.
Alright, well, we'll start sending the constructor in this direction. We've dropped off the ore here, so we need more ore dropped off. And I think we're plucking it off of Is this Serenity? Serenity 2.
As you wish, Varkona.
We established a new colony on Galandro. That was one of the human colonies. And I have just a deep scan there at the moment. Actually, let's get you down here.
Departing now, Varkona.
To join that constructor. Dropped off some more ore. We'll move this fleet. How's Poha 2? Oh, we'll finish it off, I suppose.
We embark, as ordered.
Fading Suns has arrived at Isis. And this has... humans. And I was originally going to do a battle against them, but they're gone. So I don't have to worry about them anymore. So I guess we'll just build a colony fleet and take it. So... okay, I guess we'll just work on that then. So I think I began making... yes, I began making hatcheries and what have you down here. So we'll just immediately move you up. So that was to Isis. Where's Isis again? Up there. So we'll move you guys...
We will move at full speed.
up there. This will be colony attempt Isis. We'll immediately begin constructing more of these just to get more colonies. I want a planet I can't possibly pronounce. That is fine.
We will
It's
build
not-
as you command.
I am not
Varkona.
interested in that. Fealty Maker arrived at Cuthbert, and we slugged it out with the children for a little bit. They actually destroyed a post of Suchus of mine. Oof, and heavily damaged some more vessels as well, apparently. We're down to one post of Suchus now over here, so we kind of have to be careful.
I hope your enemies fared worse, Varkona.
We eliminated the planet, however, as you can see. There actually was quite a bit on this planet, and most of the satellites. But the children will probably show up here with a very large force. So we're going to need to see if we can survive against... I think we definitely will. The children will also end up showing up to my right, as usual. There is their gate. I'm sorry, there is their gate. Their gate is also still intact here. So we need to be... I need to be careful when I engage them. And they'll focus on my post of suches if I send it right in there. So we'll try going with something like this. Oh, hello. We have a MK3 and MK5 version of them. Okay, well, we'll do the best we can do. Let's make sure that my wounded vessels are not going to be in the battle. The Hivers are using mines and their impactor sections at the moment. More of my reinforcements has arrived down here, and I think that does it for this fleet. It's a smaller fleet compared to the ones I normally send out, but this, well, it can still slug it out with the Hivers, so we're gonna keep it. Barnard Star is garbage. Okay, so what am I doing with you? I really want to begin taking out more of the Cunning's planets. But our rep with Seacrops is beginning to drop. I'll probably leave the Alliance and join Mr. the Cunning at this rate. Well, let's see how well... What size planet is this? I don't care about Mr. the Cunning's planets that are size like 1 or 4 or under. And most of his planets are of that. It's something like Orando, which I don't want him to possess. He's not going to be a threat if I keep his major planets down. I guess I could let him take a few of them, which is to say I could let him keep them. If I compose a message to you, and I say, let's see here, stop harassing me. You are the field mouse, which I take it means that I am his prey. The only reason I haven't destroyed you is because Seacrops doesn't like me punching you in the face. That is really the only reason. Okay. I think we will send this out. They don't... they might have stealth vessels there.
The Armada moves as one.
But I'm tired of you attacking me, because he totally attacked me this turn again, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. So we'll go after him after all. So, at Karugar, our defenses have arrived. We'll flag you as a guard. Keep you in here as well. Size 5. But it was a Fenlaw planet. No reason for us to overharvest. Sligia is working on its own defenses. We have some Nile monitors, apparently 4 of them. Wow, all in one turn, too. That gives me enough for a handful more vessels. Where's my geckos? And a tails I'll want. I think I need a blue Neosep here. And just in case, another...
You heard him.
Oops.
We must increase the fleet.
We don't need this. We don't need you. Actually, Tails is just a jammer, but it's also a deep scan, right? We'll add this to the queue after all. We'll add another
We
one
will
of them.
build as you command, Valkona.
Wakanda is busy working on its defenses. We have a Crag Basilisk here. And 2 Nile monitors. Let's get you guys like here. We'll build a Jesus Christ anti-drone. Oh, never mind. I already have things in the queue for you. Melnitz, your old fleet can be scuttled.
Your word is law, Valkona. This craft will be decommissioned.
Wow, and you don't have a lot of resources? Okay, so... Oh, I already have other things queued. That's perfect. Polaris built 3 ships. These were here. I'm going to be replacing the defenses on Polaris itself. Polaris, you could use a Tengu. We'll build an anti-drone Jesus Christ lizard, and then I think we'll build 2 more Gila monsters. 1, 2. Actually, let's build the phaser ones, because those go through shields.
Yes, Vakona. We'll have the ships out in no time.
Your word is law, Vakona. This craft will be decommissioned.
Defense MK5 for Polaris. Flag you as a guard. 2 ships built at Capono. I think your old defense is going away.
Your word is law, Vakona. This craft will be decommissioned.
We have a single soar. Perfect. Flag you as a guard. Slowly, we're almost done getting all of our planets upgraded. Milos, you are probably building... Oh, you are building satellites at the moment. How big are you? You are size 8. Okay, so you definitely will get a MK5 defense. We'll start by building this.
Shipyards at your disposal, Vakona.
4 ships built at Copernicus. I think I've already moved them. 5 ships built at Orcus. This would be more hatcheries. And where are they going, Tim? They were supposed to go after more of the human planets. Not Barnard Star, though. That place is a rock. It's a husk, after I've stripped it. Where is a good planet? I'm not sure. Where are my explored systems that aren't taken? And are there any which interest me? This one does. Wow, but that place is far away.
The Armada moves as one.
We'll start moving there and see if the hivers are there by the time we arrive. 4 ships built at Packham 2. Probably more defenses for them. You may not think it, but these defenses are really helping me hold all my current planets. Even the old fleets have proven helpful against what the enemy has been throwing their way. Okay, cool. You're all done. What's next? Solomon Blasky has surrendered. Yep. He's been eliminated. Awesome. Okay, we won the battle at Krelar. It was Mr. the Cunning showed up here. He lost all the ships he showed up with. Really? I don't believe you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, he has 4 ships left. He has 4 ships left. Yeah, we took heavy damage here. But we did win. Can we build a new Chuckwalla at least? I'm gonna have to overharvest.
We must increase the fleet.
If I want to build one of them, and I do. Oh, the alternative is, can we reach this planet with a different fleet? So Archon's defense cannot reach there. Why not? Oh, because we have the blue Neocept there. If I take you out...
As you wish, Varkona.
No, it takes you 2 rounds to get there. is there any other planet close enough to send you help in one turn? 8. Actually, that's 7.2. You should be able to do that. Oh, but it's... Why is it 2 turns? Why is your speed 6? Is it the jammer? The old jammer. Okay.
Departing now, Varkona.
It's an old version of my Tengu, back when I had designed them accidentally with this antimatter. In fact, that's going to be so confusing for me, I'm just going to scuttle you.
Your word is law, Varkona. This craft will be decommissioned.
So while you're doing that, you may as well rebuild your defenses. So we'll begin working on that. So we'll build one of you. We'll build Tengu. And then we'll build... Oh, right! I've developed these things called Harridans. They're drone ships. I don't know how effective they'll be this late in the game.
Him. We must increase the fleet.
I will show you them soon. Let me just get some Gila monsters queued up.
We will build as you command, Varkona.
I just built them because I thought it'd be fun to see what the ship looks like. So I've built Jaraguas, which are very tiny lizards. And I have 3 types. I have one that has the mass drivers, phasers, and plasma. Looks like medium are the best you can get, and you can only get, looks like, a single turret mounted on them. And that's all. That's it. That's all we got. But we're building a few of them anyway. So this blue Neosep, we don't need to rebuild. Oh, I see why. You'll stay there. Omega Fleet, you're being scrapped. We are building new defenses. We should rename this fleet. And where you're going at Krelar, we should no longer flag this as a guard, as we don't possess any command and control vessels. Oh, here, actually, we might be able to fit an iguana here. It's not the best choice, but that might make that fleet spawn
Shipyards at your disposal, Varkona.
without waiting. Like, I'm not quite sure if when this fleet arrives, it will immediately the AI is smart enough to know I want it to do the battle, or if it will end up choosing this ancient fleet to do the fight. And if it ends up being the ancient fleet, that's going to be tough. But hopefully we'll just beat them back. And the iguana will be added. Either the iguana will be added to this fleet, and it will see combat with the iguana, which means that we'll be able to field a little more than just a single or 1 or 2 cruisers. But hopefully, instead, when this fleet arrives, it will do the combat against the leftover 5 Morigi ships. Morigi ships. Now, Cuppert, you were a victory. They still have 3 vessels left. Those are probably their mine layers, plus their gate. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Procyon is done with its terraforming. So now, slowly, infrastructure. Hey, nice. Ilmdar 2's done with its infrastructure. So we might as well build the light defense batteries to start.
Yes, Varkona. We'll have the ships out in no time.
A heads up as well, I was unaware of this, but in order to get those scanning satellites, you actually have to make them. I thought that the scanner satellite was some sort of passive that the planet had, and that the satellites were just things I wouldn't actually see in combat. They would just automatically detect cloaked vessels. This is not the case. You actually have to make these. So I'm going to begin retiring my medium defense turrets that I currently have out there. These guys. Because arguably, while they do have a large missile mount, since we're fighting the Morigi, or I have a hunch we might end up doing so quite often, I'm going to want to replace them with scanner satellites instead, so that I always have some detection going on around my planets. But that will happen once I'm done fully upgrading all of our fleets. And just to show you, let's take a look. Just make sure everyone's looking good. Wakanda's defense. You are building more. You are building more. You are not currently flagged as a guard, so we will do that. Sluggia's defense. You are almost done. You are not. So they're not flagged as a guard because they're up here for defense. They have no shield symbol here, so I can just do this. Prion, you'll be at Prion in 2 turns. Hydra is assaulting Orlando in 2 turns. Fieldy Maker is battling the Hivers. Fading Suns. You are sitting at Isis, not doing anything. You're also almost out of fuel, from what I can tell. You're down to 25 range. So we need to get you refueled.
Cartographer, chart the path.
That planet might not be able to give you any fuel. Let's send you back down to... why don't we make it...
As you wish, Varkona.
Copernicus, Tim. Actually, no, because... Oh, yeah, I should, because I want to go after the Hivers a little more next. I should only need 1 fleet to help scare the Morigi a little more. What else is left? Is there anything else? So these are all the planets that still have to have their fleets upgraded. Looks like about maybe 9? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 9 more planets. And even then, some of them were beginning to work on their defenses. Oh, actually, your flight as a guard already? Yeah, so like this one's getting destroyed, so probably another 5 turns, and then all my planets will fully be upgraded with better fleets to defend them, and then all the money can be spent on more assault fleets to wipe out whoever is left. So we still have a little bit of money left, so what do I want to spend that on? We should do some more trade to constantly be upgrading it. So, Polaris, you're building more vessels, actually. Kograppa, you're not building anything, so we will add a new trade lane for you, and I think Key Memoriam? Sure. And a normal freighter.
Shipyards at your disposal, Varkona.
And give you a trade lane. So, not bad. So far, we're looking pretty good. What the humans are out, so yeah, it's as I had thought. We're reaching the end of the game now. This is actually quite soon. I thought the game would last to at least like 450 turns, and it might if Seacrops and I decide to fight it out. So we will see what happens there. Especially because I'm gonna have to keep attacking Mr. the Cunning for a little bit. Now, I am also going after the Hivers, as you can see. He wants me to attack here. I know that's a good way to get rep with him. So we're going to be continuing to do so. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that'll do it, everyone. So let's think. Is there anything else that we should talk about before we end the session? Right, I think the Green Hivers are next. They'll probably surrender in a turn or 2, and then they're gone. And Fenlaw will probably be surrendering as well. In fact, I need to kind of keep going after him. Do I have any of my assault fleets? Are they near him? Did I pull them back all down here? That's Hydra. Where's Fieldy Maker? Oh, wow, we're trapped with the Hivers. Okay, well, we'll finish this battle, and then we'll have to send them back out to fight more Fenlaw. He's down to only a handful of planets left. Okay, well, yeah, that's it. Then it's really just the blue Hivers left, and then it's a matter of Mr. the Cunning. The battle, this game might be over before, like, turn 300 at this rate, if the others just keep surrendering. And I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. The only one who might not is Mr. the Cunning. Well, it'll be really interesting when we're out of opponents to see what Seacrops and the other Morigi decide to do. I'm hoping we don't have to fight them. That would be a shame. I should have focused on Mr. the Cunning a long time ago. But I wanted some allies, and Seacrops was a great buffer against the Hivers. And arguably still is, because I will struggle against the Hivers in a straight-up fight. But Mr. Seacrops is just slaughtering them. Alright, and now I'm babbling. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been more Sword of the Stars, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Oh, and one more thing. I promise that I will use at least one of these drone dreadnoughts to see what it is like in combat and if I like it. I am putting a lot of time getting all this research, so I should try the drones to see how much I like them at the very least. So once I'm done getting one of these fully researched, I'll construct 2 of them and use them in combats and see how much I like them. And anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching again. Take care, everyone.